Hello everyone, and welcome back to Benjamin Brothers' classic, adorable, fantastic sci-fi romance adventure Alone with You with Steveo. How are you doing? Well, we're following on from where we left off the last couple of times that we played through this. Remember last time we met Pierre, the kind of engineering. I think he was an engineering assistant, though I can't quite remember. Pierre's story was quite fascinating, and we managed to get to the bottom of it and sort of vaguely find out what may or may not have happened to him, along with Winnie as well. So this is part 3 of Alone with You, with me playing through it. So let's carry on. So, if you've not played Alone with You before, just to give you a bit of a brief run through, it's a sci-fi adventure in which we have 3 weeks to find out what happened to our crew and to escape the kind of space station that we're on by helping the AI, which is the lovely computerized symbol that we have in the top left corner up here, to help the AI to construct a space shuttle that we can use to fly off the planet and save ourselves with. Typical Benjamin Brothers style. There's quite a bit of mystery to it. We're not really sure who to trust or what to trust, and if the AI is indeed trustworthy. Every single night after we do some investigation, we literally have to go and meet some of the crew members that have died or possibly died previously with the help of the AI in the holosim and piece together even more clues. We're about onto our third person now, so we've done Winnie, we've done Pierre. Let's see who else we've got to find. Good morning once again, the hologram seems to be very motivated. Did you have an enjoyable time last night? Now, as you would have seen in previous playthroughs 1 and 2, the AI asks us lots of questions. It seems to be evaluating us and how we feel, which is quite interesting. And every single time we exit a hologram program, we get asked the same question. So most of the time we have a good time. I think our plan to use holograms backup is really helping. I thought there was 3 more areas, so maybe it's only 4. We'll go and see. Now, if you've not seen the other playthroughs, you must do, because you need to get introduced to this game. This game is rather wonderful. Benjamin's created a fantastic piece. I keep saying it throughout the whole playthrough, but he's done himself proud, this kid. He really has. It's full of 80s kind of nods, full of slightly kind of 80s style sci-fi music as well, so slightly 90s too. And again, we can't really see what our character looks like or who our character is, so there's a whole mystery around who we are as well, which is quite interesting. There's still 2 more areas. I'll let you go and check there while we can. Let's go south of the shuttle bay to close the mission for today. Okay. Choose an area secret. Yes, so we need to make a decision on which hologram is more important now. I'm trying to remember. I think, yeah, we checked in with the AI core, so actually, let's just go back and see what he said, because I kind of vaguely half remembered it. Right, yeah, so let's go south of the shuttle bay. Eyes look so weird as well. Very piercing. Let's make our way right to the end of the shuttle bay. For more 80s style retro music. Right. So we did that one. That was Winnie. I think that was Pierre as well. There's 3 areas actually, so... But there's only 2 more areas that we can access at the moment. Okay, so... Do we want to do Leslie or do Jean? I want to do Jean because I think Jean was linked to Pierre. I think. I don't know if he was like some kind of systems administrator, but... I'm pretty sure that Jean had a link to Pierre, and maybe Whitney as well. Right, so into the caves we go. It's kind of interesting why they called it the caves. I assume because it was administration, HR sort of area as well. These kind of things are always in the basement. Well, no matter what building you work in, they're always in the basement. They're in the least appealing places ever. Dank, kind of remote, and away from human contact. So, having worked in some departments like these, I can completely understand why they would want to call it the caves. The administration building is where Mr. Lumbar and staff work, so it seems surprisingly intact. It's quite neat. Right, let's check Mr. Lumbar's office. So, does that sound like footsteps? No, it's just rubble. Let's have a look at Mr. Lumbar's terminal. I want to call him Jean. His name is Jean. It's much more appealing to call him Jean than Mr. Lumbar. Seems so informal. I'm not going to cut off his face. If that's going to be part of the storyline, I'm sorry, Benjamin. I love this game to bits, but I'm not cutting off someone's face to scan it into the scanner. The system isn't completely accurate yet. Maybe there's a way to get... manipulate it, right. Right, so... do we have to find... maybe we could find a picture of his face. Okay. Let's go to the administration lobby. Let's see what we can find out there. I'm guessing it's going to have to be a picture. It's going to have to be a picture, right? We're going to have to do something like get an eyeball and scan it in. So you don't have records of an evacuation, so... were they caught unaware? That wouldn't make sense, would it? Right, ventilation failure, so maybe we've got to bring the ventilation stuff back online. Ah, it's one of those 3D photos. Ah, now we're talking. It's about broken monitor. Right, let's go and use it on the scanner. Yeah. Oh god, that's slightly wrong. Yeah, Tom. Now this is why I wanted to come here, because I'm pretty sure when we went to go and see Pierre, that Jean was mentioned quite a lot. I think there was tension between the two of them. So, if you remember from the last conversation that we had with Pierre, Pierre went into a sort of denial. He also went into a sort of slightly hibernation kind of sort of state in which he tried to do everything and ended up doing nothing. And I think that's where the falling down between the relationship between Jean and Pierre went a sort of bit screwy. And Pierre wanted to try and be the big hero, and I think that's where it went wrong. Yeah, and you could tell by that he was really pissed with Pierre. Someone's trapped in the mines. So maybe that's how he died. Did that monitor suddenly come back online? blue monitor is where we are right now. Those indicate humans who shouldn't be in the mines. Shouldn't be in the mines during operation. Are they still in there? You need to get down there. Wow. I really thought we were alone. It's probably... It's going to be animals. I'm voting it's probably going to be rats or animals. I would assume that maybe the AI can't really distinguish that much between human and animal life form. Those are the mining drones. Apologies, guys. Look at the air down here. Looks like it might have a cave in. Must be stifling in there. It does look quite stifling. It also looks like it's got lots of dust and diamonds floating around. Or diamond dust, I suppose. Is that a thing? Do you get diamond dust in caves? What are they mining for? Is it just raw materials? So we expected now, expected to crush at R2. Yeah, let's have a look at that. It's been crushed by falling debris, it will never mine ever again. Oh, poor little drone. I always wondered what it's like to be working in a cave like this. I mean, can you imagine being down here for months on end and never seeing daylight? You know, like the miners used to do back in the day. It's, yeah, just you know, I couldn't imagine. I just couldn't imagine that. Right, this is where they load up all the materials. Definitely overworked like most humans, I know. R2, I can't get it, I can't get it. Where's it gone? Yeah, sod you, Benjamin. There's a collection of motor function parts from extraction down, at least the basics. Many small parts have been removed. Okay, so they've been removed. Why? There's somebody else down here gathering them up. I get the feeling there's something else down here. What's that? There we go. Looks like the safety caps were left down there when people left. Ah, so we can go to the refugee station, or we can go... I want to go to the refugee station. I think maybe there could be a chance somebody's down there. Or somebody. And it is somebody. Carlota Victoria. Well preserved. She must have sealed herself in the refugee chamber. She doesn't look that well preserved to me. She looks quite dead. Escape ship needed energy. Came to get my secret stash of pro stuff. Cave-ins forced me in here without ventilation. Air is finite. Not infinite, finite, so only limited. Fish just tried to drop me out. Took care of it. Don't want to die in this tomb. Wow, that's depressing. Wow, that's just awful. Take the pocket knife. Probably used to be priced on the open. I think we will actually. So this is the other great aspect of Benjamin's game, is that we get to meet the characters that we're trying to locate. We actually get to meet them in the holochamber. Now, a bit freaky as it sounds, but the idea is that the AI has saved some of their memories into his databank. So he therefore uses those as holosims, or holo people, or whatever you want to call them. And therefore we're able to talk to them and gain more information out of them every single night. And the reason we do that is that we're using them to help us to build the escape ship so we can get off the planet and also find out more about them. Now, every night, like we did with the Winnie and like we did with Pierre, they give us more information, but they also want to know what happened to them, because the AI doesn't remember beyond a certain point. So we're also, for as much as we're trying to sort ourselves out, we're trying to be good to these holosims, even if they're not real, to give them some kind of peace of mind. It's a very interesting, deeply interesting kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, kind of story, really. Please be careful. Okay, I'm going to be careful. That might be him. I'm pretty sure that might be him. Oh wow. So did he die trying to find her? There's a geochemist, Maya Fisher. Looks like her suit was compromised. Got several deep slashes throughout. Deep slashes? Who slashed her? Okay. Right, we need to find out what happened to him. Now, I don't know if that's something to worry about, if the drones have been excavated for parts, because don't forget the station was in quite a lot of disarray for a long time, so I think they were using parts from old drones to... They were using parts of old drones to sort of fix stuff, if that makes sense. Mining cap. Did we enter refugee station? I think we... Yeah, that was where we found... That was where we found... Yeah, poor woman. Did we find out anything else that we missed? Let's get into the blasting chamber again. Let's make sure we've not left anything behind here. It's always tricky with these kind of 2D sort of animated games, is that they always look great, the perspective is also cool, but it's just easy to walk past stuff that you would have normally missed in a 3D game. So you really do have to go up and touch everything. Oh, R2, there we go. Yep, you see what I mean? Got a drone, so let's get back into the chamber. So that's the two bodies I think we were looking for. Oh, hello. What was that? There, look. I tried to get out, help out. They got stuck down there, two of them. Pause, Victor Alfred Fisher. Okay. So I think we got to look for more of those logs. Enter refugee station. So can we enter it from there as well? Did we look at blast marks? So somebody used blast marks. So was that again? Was that Jean? This is just getting curiouser and curiouser. Exit mine. Let's go to... Ah, I can enter this one. Okay. Oh my god, I actually thought that was a human. Freaked me out. I thought it was like a human smoking in the corner. There's an empty emergency kit. It's been completely depleted of both rations and medical supplies. Okay. Where's it gone? I had it there. I had it there for a second. It's there. There we go. Ah, that's what we're looking for. These are parts of colonies drones. Energy casings. Four of themselves are missing. So again, more drones smashed apart for parts. And another log for Jean. Did he escape? Wow, so he actually may have escaped. That actually fills me with some hope. Thank you for doing that, Benjamin. That is at least not everybody died. I may die in the process, but at least one person possibly made it out. Which then means it's good for us to go back to the Holosim, because if we tell him that he possibly survived, he's probably going to be a little bit more cheerful, I think. I think it's time for us to go back. I think we found out all we need to know. Did we go to the other stations? We did, didn't we? Go to the operations center. Ah, hold on. Oh, that was just where they were. That's where they were stuck, wasn't it? In any areas where it was no air. We'll try and offline as well. Okay, I think we found everything we need to do. I think that's it for us. I think. That is interesting. Now, that whole thing about his communication link going weak. Did it go weak? Him or hers? Or is that more of an emotional thing? Is the AI actually getting emotional? Is the AI meant to be emotional? I don't know. It's very, very interesting. In any case, you did great. Come back to base and process what you could do. You can relax for the day. So, brilliant. Let's go out and chill out. Get out of these dank little caves. Thank you, Benjamin, for putting the admin office in a cave area. You've clearly worked in an office before. Right, let's go to Colony A, isn't it? There we go, yeah, it's that one. Return to Colony A. I don't know why, but this particular bit reminds me of a scene from Garth Marenghi's Dark Place. It involves Matt Berry driving a car, singing a song. I'm a one-way lover down a two-way lane, or something. Ugh, I love that show, that was awesome. I like the fact the AI cares about us as well. Maybe it's not quite as evil as I think it might be. So I think the idea is, do we have to go back to the AI core? Let's go to the AI core first. Let's go and sync our data as we stare into the abyss. Yeah, let's go and visit him in the chamber this evening. Now, if you've obviously watched the previous walkthroughs before, you would have found that I'm not talking as much during the text, but it's because my voice does get a bit sore. And to be honest, you can pause it and read it if you want. I give you the general gist, and I think that's enough by now. And I try not to go through it too fast, so... Right, so obviously when the Holocene comes in at night, the AI goes offline, and we get a much more creepier space station. Let's go and have a look in the Holocene chamber. Hey Jean, how you doing? Do 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 do. I want to be Oh god, it wasn't pleasant, was it? I guess I'm not sure. I suppose it is. Well, do I ever think about what might have been? I think we all do, don't we, really? We all think about it, but I think the important thing is that when you're in a life and death situation like this, is that you can't afford to keep thinking about it. Why? I'm gonna ask him why. I'm one of those kind of people. I'm a fight or flight kind of person, and when you're in that moment, I don't think you can afford to keep looking back. Yeah, rift event, absolutely. Yeah, you can't mess with Mother Nature, dude. That's it. Mother Nature decides to open up a great big hole in the earth. What can you do? Yeah, so this is the other setting around it. Obviously, they're trying to find a planet that's more reliable in resource and maybe a little bit more habitable as well, because Earth was conking out. So you can kind of get where this whole kind of vibe was going. Yeah, we had to, really. We need to discuss about your job. What do you do on the ship? On the station, I mean. Yeah, you need to explain it a little bit more than that, dude. So you were the person allocating the resources and the actual resources? We definitely found something, didn't we? I don't know if I want to remind him about the bodies. I want to remind him about his data logs. If we go down that route, we could maybe get him to become very depressed, and I don't want to do that. Let's talk about your life. Yeah, look at that smile on his face. Yeah, he looks like someone who'd be outdoorsy. I could see him sort of, you know, using a treadmill and doing exercise before he got up in the morning, just to stretch himself out. Chan sounds quite good. Hang gliding competition. Now that's something you do not get in an office. Did he fall? I bet he fell, didn't he? Bro, your leg in 12 places? Oh, dude. That's a good lesson to teach you. I hope your leg was alright, though. 12 places says there's not a lot of room left for bone. Or leg, for that matter. I actually once worked with a woman who lost her arm. She was a nurse. She lost her arm after she went on a... she did, not paragliding, hang gliding. She was, well, she, no, parachuting, that was it. She parachuted out of an airplane. And the gust of wind blew her off course, and she landed on an electrified fence and sliced her arm off completely. And even worse was that she was actually a nurse. So the hospital she got taken to was a hospital where her colleagues worked, and they were fighting because it was quite close to losing her life as well. That's just horrible. So again, learning to take things more seriously. So we're getting tone here that he kind of, I think he makes mistakes, but I think he learns from them, which is important. It's an important trait to have in somebody. I'm glad we inspired him. Are we going to say goodbye? I don't get the feeling you've been that happy, and I really want to tell you that you survived, mate. You survived, you made it. I will, I'm going to promise him. I'm going to make a promise to him because I think he's more doubtful than the rest of them. Aww. John, it was a pleasure to meet you, sir. I wish I could have put your mind more at ease, but it looks good for you, dude. It looks good. Unless I get out of here and find it doesn't look good, then I'll be seriously pissed. So, Benjamin Franklin, I'm looking at you. AI core, we can't get to it. Need to go and crest, don't we? It's always raining. Does it always rain on this planet? Yeah, a little bit of sunshine wouldn't go amiss. Because of that, it's actually raining outside now. What does UTC mean in the corner? Is that time zone for the planet? Narrative, is it? I don't think we're ready yet, because this is where I'm going to leave it for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the third part of the playthrough. We still have 2 more areas left to visit. We will do that tomorrow. I'm just going to quickly... Actually, I say we'll do it tomorrow. We're going to do it next week. Let's have a coffee first. But before we do that, let's see if the AI has got anything more to tell us. Shall us a fresh come to the corner now so we can get you started. Okay, so yes, so I think that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. I'm really quite pleased with that. It does seem that Jean has a slightly less dodgy outlook than poor old Winnie and Pierre. Hopefully with a bit of luck he used his engineering skills and was able to escape because we didn't find the body. So I'm very, very hopeful, fingers crossed, that if you come back next week, we'll put the next video up and we'll be able to find out what's happened to the 4th member, who I can't quite remember the name of. So I hope that you've enjoyed the videos. Please make sure that you watch the previous 2. I've had a great time making it. Make sure you check out Benjamin's Twitter page, which if he's lucky enough I may put in the description below, for all the other brilliant stuff that he's working on. I will see you guys next week. Look after yourselves, have a great time, and bye bye.